Hello. Alright. So I tried to make it a little bit more classy. Cough cough. uh yeah, so I'm just gonna be finishing up drawing. I was planning on playing a game, but well, the game that I was going for alarm go. Okay. The game I was planning on playing, I just kind of thought against it. Just do something a little more chill. I already started on the sketch, and I was line arting it, but I was like, you know what? Why not finish it up? I actually was redoing it because, well, I don't know. It's it seemed ugly, so redoing it to make it look pretty. And yeah. For when I post this on YouTube, I am going to add all the names of the songs that is included. I was trying to figure out what, I think I kind of broke my OBS, but anyway, I was trying to figure out how to add like the little markers or whatever that'd be like, this is playing and that's playing, but I unfortunately couldn't figure it out, and in the end I actually almost ended up with technical difficulties I managed to figure out beforehand. So yeah, we're just kind of gonna finish this up for, I guess, the day and go from there in hopes that y'all don't get bored. I did try to make it very calm, not the typical me squealing off to the 7 C's or something like I usually do. I am planning on playing some excuse me, some full games sometime later. Kinda move it away from the streaming aspect of it. You know, you're still gonna have the streams, but maybe for those who prefer to see it a little more cut and not me struggling to find a summon button that was right in my face. You know, I kind of have something like that along with it. And yeah, I kind of did this off on a whim because I don't want to end up looking like I'm inactive again. I know once I stop, I'm going to end up being gone for like a hot second. And I'm not trying to, because I always joke for like a few days or a week or two. I got constant posts and I'm actually looking like I'm alive, and then I just disappear into the void. So trying to redeem myself, make me seem like I'm productive, pretend to be a ha-ha. Yeah, if y'all do follow me, which I hope you do, please do. I am originally working on a manga with a writer, which was supposed to be done like how long ago now? I honestly don't know. I know that I'm far beyond late, so I'm definitely trying to pick up the pace there. And if y'all seen the last post that I made, besides the poll, it kind of I gave it a depth explanation of exactly why I again disappeared off into the void. But all is well. We'll make this count. The rest of this year count, even though I was really hoping it would be like New Year, you, me. Ah. But yeah, going to try and do. I'm kind of doing a plethora of things, and you know, just a little doodle to calm down a little bit, to slow down and just kind of enjoy, I guess, everything. Just a little bit of free time that I'm actually going to have before I really start, as some folks say, grind into the Neverlands. However, y'all. I feel so old. However y'all describe it. Pretty much, I'm planning on making myself extremely busy to kind of, how did you call it? Build up my, to hone my skills. I guess that's a better way of putting it. I want to be able to do a lot of better content. A lot of things that I was trying to do, I have a lot of uhs inside my sentence for some reason. And it's starting to annoy me. Anyhow, I have a lot of interests that I originally was trying to drag myself into that I unfortunately never got the chance to do. So now, since I have the chance, it seems, I want to take the chance, that free time that I have, and really. Should I put ears on them? Ears. Should I put ears? I want to make use of the free time that I have here. I don't want to waste here we go again with the odds. Waste the free time that it's given to me. I want to make sure that I use my time wisely and as much to the fullest. For pre-recorded, y'all know I'm gonna be streaming every day pretty much, so we got that. But for those who may not, got enough time to watch streams, I definitely want to make sure that y'all got something to watch. I don't know why I thought it was brilliant of me to make like 14 different channels, but anyway, so there's a gaming channel that I have linked. I'm going to probably link my art channel as well for those who are watching it as a stream. It's actually looking decent. Hooray! I'm not sure if I want to leave it black and white, or if I want to just color him fully. But I guess once I'm finished actually line arting him, it'll come together. My idea for this one was to do more of a caught in the rain type of scenario. Something very basic. But then I wanted to add like the longest strand to hair here. Okay. Anyway, the longest strands, and I realized that if I were to add those strands, then it may not have enough space. So I'm hoping I'm gonna be able to find some type of way to fit everything in perfectly. I was sort of expecting when I started streaming to make this very all about art, and then I realized that I missed out on a lot of the games, which is why you see mainly based on games, which honestly I'm kind of happy about, because I actually got to find some pretty cool games mainly war robots. I was always interested in war robots. I don't think I would have found it if I didn't have the chance to really stream. I would have just still been in my little cubicle or sleeping, probably. Probably would have been sleep because that's all I ever do. But yeah, so I'm going to try and do a little something with this. And who knows, once we get to the and more I'm just listening to myself like girl. But anyhow, maybe y'all could go ahead and pick out some colors that could work for the character, and maybe even name them if you choose. Unfortunately, my art style is very girly, I guess. It used to be very grunge, very dark, very scratchy, I guess, very crunchy. It's not how it is now. I think it's probably because I haven't drawn in a good minute. That is kind of fell back, maybe. I'm not too sure. I've also been trying to experiment with paint. I was supposed to finish a few commissions, but unfortunately I think I bit off more than I could chew, and I wasn't able to complete them. Well, yeah, because commissions. I was able to get the sketch part down, but when I really started to paint it, I just realized, ooh, I should probably have to skid a little more. Because what is this? Yeah, very disappointed on the painting. Sure, okay. I was about to panic. I thought I put the hair on the same layer as the face. One thing I definitely gotta say though that I love doing is just like the lines. The lines is just so scrumptious. Because it's like you can add that very hard feeling with that soft touch, and it's just stop making so cute. I was also planning originally. I was originally planning, and I think I'm going to probably scrap the idea, mainly because I see it's filled with a whole lot of controversy. I wanted to become a VTuber, but then I looked and I was like, goodness me, there is drama every single day. And of course, if I were to become a VTuber, I would definitely just not interact with anyone, probably. Like, I think I mentioned this when I first streamed. I wanted to become a VTuber because I had, as some call it, Oshis. Pretty much you're a fan of someone. And I was really hoping that, who knows, maybe I could join into the scene a little bit before they left. Nope, I did not make it. By the time I started to stream, they had already graduated. Because of course they did. Why? Drama. So yeah. So I'm just going to hang that one up, and hopefully I can, despite not becoming a VTuber, I can hopefully share the little few things that I love with y'all, and maybe y'all could share some things y'all love with me, because I am hidden under a rock somewhere. I generally don't know what's the big hype, what's like good games to play, good places to go. I feel outdated, so I'm trying to use this time to catch up. That's why I made a little poll. Again, don't forget, if you want to, if you're aware of the game, if you definitely want to, I'm not holding you at gunpoint, don't worry. But you can definitely go ahead and choose at the poll, in the poll, for the poll, which game you probably like to see played, or if you have recommendations of your own, it could get selected or added to the poll next time after the game is completed, because I'm planning on completing as many games as possible this year, or for the ending of this year, because this year is, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like the year has flown past me way faster than I was really hoping. One moment it was the start. It was supposed to be spring and winter, and then y'all had, like, you know, the little what is it, school break thing, and now all of a sudden all the children are already back in school and everyone's back doing their normal thing, and we're almost already about to hit winter. The sun is shining, but so is the snow coming and creeping up on us. So yeah, I definitely realized that I am far behind the pace. Hello, for those of you. Hey, welcome to the stream. Thank you. Unfortunately, I can't make the big buffments, but I can make little cutesy things like this. At least I tried to. Today's a good day. I'm not struggling. Usually I'd be struggling right now. But yeah. Where is the game? Oh, so pretty much I made a poll on Twitter. I seen like 3 games that seemed interesting. That you can kind of select which game you may want me to play. I hope the link works, but I tried to link everything from Twitch and stuff, so you should be able to click on it, and hopefully it redirects you to the right place. Let me see here. It was Online Obsession, which is in the lead right now. Hold on. I'm about to check for myself. I suck. Let me see here. There was Touch Starved, Online Obsession, and Blooming Panic as the 3 to choose from. Online Obsession is winning right now. I haven't played very many visual novels, so I definitely am interested if that's yeah. They were just the first few that I seen on page. I was like, ooh, this looks cool, I guess. So, but again, you can also leave any recommendations if you know any visual novels or games that I could play, because I generally have not played many games, so I'm always open for recommendations. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing with the hair though. Yeah, but I'm planning on adding, so I'm planning on adding a few more links so that all the social medias that I have, I don't know if Instagram has polls. I will have to check. But yeah, I'm gonna make sure that all the social medias are hopefully connected properly, and then y'all can go ahead and select everything from there. I'm just trying to keep it to where, because I'm not sure, I think Persona is in, what is Persona? MMO? RPG? Trying to keep it in the genres. So if I'm finished with one genre, I want to go ahead and kind of clear out to the next one. not sure if I'm feeling this hair side. It's looking very questionable right now. The other side was doing me right. This one, got mixed feelings, eh? Let's see here. But yeah, I'll probably either leave it for full stream, or I'll do like a little sped up version of this. Not too sure. I think I'll figure it out after I'm finished. If it turns out well, I'll probably leave it as it is. If not, I'll probably just, I don't know. Also, I tried, let me know if you probably prefer a different combination of musics. I tried to go for something a little more chill, a little laid back, because usually I'm just all hyperactive. I don't know. The hair. It's always the hair that gets me the most trouble. Because it's like I want to do a bunch of things to it. But I don't. It's not giving. It's not giving. Let's see here. I feel like there was more that I was about to say. Oh yeah, so obviously there's, okay, so I have like randomly like 2 or 3 channels. Each one of them are linked together. Question is if I have them all in the same spot. I'll have to check that. But pretty much I have like 4. I didn't want to mix everything together. So I have like 4 channels, which is the Sly Blue one, which is linked here. That is connected to. Oh, I could do it for YouTube too. I have it about. I have just multiple dots at the same time. So I have the gaming channel linked to Twitch, but I don't have the art channel linked, which I'm planning on linking later. And wish me luck I don't break anything, because haha, I had to go ahead and speed type everything to get back and set and ready. I don't know what I did wrong. I feel like I'm always having a scuffed moment. Yeah, I've been trying to upgrade the streams just a little bit more, so it's more like, I wouldn't say professional, but more cozy, more comfy, a little welcoming. I've also tried to fix the microphone a bit. I don't know, it sounds a bit spacey to me. It might just me just nitpicking on everything. I don't want to sound like I'm in space. So I did try to fix it. I'm gonna have to listen back to it again to see if any changes actually did anything. But yeah, I'm attempting as best as possible to make this end of the year as productive as possible, and really flush out a lot of my ideas now, so that when the new year starts, that I'll be like, all my plans have already been finished. Hopefully I'll actually stay active and won't fall and drop into the void somewhere. Yeah. So I had a few ideas. Definitely not made for it, but as an idea that I've been bothering like my sisters about. And it's like, so I wanted to be a voice actor since I was younger, and what better thing to do than to sort of make little, I guess, stories, question mark, but I wanted to make them episodic. So that's one thing I'm working on, so that, you know, I can kind of work on my little voice acting thing, and who knows, maybe I'll get very good at it to where I'll be in a game or something. Probably not, to be honest. There's so many good voice actors out there, like Jonah Scott, like, or the one, I forgot his name, but y'all know him most likely, the one who had voice acted the main protagonist in Solo Leveling. Their voices are so similar yet so different, and the way I really like how anime has grown English dub, in my opinion, and this side of the hair is not working for me. Come on, this. No, yay, maybe, I don't know. There's so much more, I don't know, exaggerated, I guess, like more expressionful, and I really hope that I can meet that level of just expression, which is why I try to voice act, like when there's dialogue, I try to put my little 2 cents in there, little spice. I don't think I do a good job, because sometimes I'll run it back a little bit, see if I can find any interesting clips to clip in, and I'll be sounding like the same character in every single one of them. Commercials, cartoons, anime, even movies. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping to do. Most likely we'll have to. I'm not sure about the commercials. I don't think my voice will be suited for it, mainly because it's a bit, I guess, soft in a sense. It's not that TV telegram type of aesthetic. Very just fluffy. I guess fluffy could best describe it. But I'm hoping I could definitely get something. If I do manage to, possibly get a gig of sorts, I definitely say y'all will be the first ones to know. I probably won't shut up about it. Yeah, I definitely always wanted to do more bots. I'm also trying to, randomly going off topic for the 80th time, I'm trying to moderate these bots. All these bots, goodness me. But yeah, hopefully y'all will see a very large improvement once, and it's just so strange to say this, but once 2026 hits. I feels like we've been in, we were in 2020 not too long ago, then it was 2021 that disappeared very quickly, 2022, 2023, all the years just seem to have disappeared so quickly. It's honestly quick. It's very weird that we're about to hit 2030. Like, where did we, how? I don't know how we got, I don't know how we got here this fast. But since it seems like the time is not waiting on none of us, I'm trying to get there. I don't want to miss out on anything else. I feel like I've missed an age. I'm like so sad about it. It's like y'all got all these memories and I'm over here like, what? What does this mean? Like, there's a video I was watching, and They made their own manga, and I think it was supposed to be like 24 hours, which, man, that's insane, because how? But it looked really good. But the thing is like, what in the world does poggers mean? So, yeah, I tried looking it up, and honestly, the explanation for it still doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, hooray! I feel like I've missed out in a crucial detail or era of when this word popped up. And I don't know if I should be detailing this part because there's a straw. Should I put like a little... I could. Maybe not. The neck looks so long though. I don't know why. I hope this doesn't crash. I won't be so mad if it does. Alright. So I'm just gonna hide the hair for really quickly so I can get the neck done. Oh, I don't have to put that much detail because the hair is gonna be... Ah, yes I do. I'm also planning on upgrading my art skills a tad bit, because I don't know if anyone knows about Samurai Champloo. It was like a big favorite of mine. Let me see here. What was it? 2014? You go to the library all the time and go ahead and read the manga. I was so mad every single time. I'm like, where's the other volumes? Of course, people would steal them, but I mean, oh well. It wasn't me, so whoops. But I always loved, especially in the anime, they had this very heavily shading. You kind of see it in Persona in a sense. It has, like in the cutscenes at the start of it, that heavy, they black it out a lot. And then they just kind of have, it's like a palish kind of color to contrast it. Or was it saturated? I can't remember. The one I seen was very pale. And it looked so nice. I actually tried to enter a contest using the art style, but unfortunately, my proportions were very questionable. So, I unfortunately did not win. Speaking of contests, oh, I got another contest I'm supposed to be doing. Oops. Oh wait. This could be my contest. Oh wait, never mind. I can't because I'm not supposed to show it. Anyhow, speaking of contests, I'm supposed to be entering another one, and I completely forgot until now. Hopefully one day I'll actually become organized like I'm supposed to be. But, yep, I'm definitely probably going to not vlog the entire thing, but I'm probably going to record the entire process for the contest piece of it. And then the results. Because I do still want to try contests. I think that's a good thing to continue to challenge myself on. And who knows, maybe one day, someday, maybe not today, but one day, I'll definitely be able to win one of those contests. Even if it's not for like first place. If I just become in the honorable mentions, that'll be cool too. here. I don't know if I actually want to add cell shading to that. That's probably a terrible idea. I just wanted it to look fluffy. Oh, and then I'm looking at the perspectives, and the perspectives to stop lining up. Oh, that's a concern. Oh boy. But yeah. Oh, that's what I was supposed to do. I keep starting and then stopping. So I have one channel which obviously is all for art related things, and I'm planning, instead of leaving it as speed paints, I'm thinking to do like little art challenges and contests, maybe whatever's trending, trying to see what's good for that. So that's one channel. And then obviously there's the gaming one, which I've already explained like 58 times. And then let me see, what other ones do I have? It's kind of, I think I scrapped everything from it actually. I have a music channel. It's absolutely amateur, but I like making some music every now and again. Hopefully somewhere in the future I'll be able to maybe even make some music for my own little space here, you know. That would be lovely. We shall see. But these are just a few goals that I'm having. Scrapping the VTuber thing. I don't think it's a good idea for me. Mainly I'm just very, very, very scared when places become highly controversial, I guess you can say. Now I know the art is quite controversial, but you really have to be, I guess you have to be on the front lines. As long as I don't get noticed, I don't think anyone will come for me. I am very scared. But I'm hoping all good things. I am trying to figure out where I'm putting this bubble. I have no clue. I don't know. I guess it doesn't look right. I don't think it's right. Yeah, there's always controversy, and I'm not trying to add into it, because what I've seen is like it's like a derailing train in so many words. One person speaks out and then 58 other people come along with it, which just scares me. Because there was one video that I seen, and someone had a similar name, and I think I've seen this happen more than once. You'll make your name too similar to one person, and boom, all of a sudden everyone just starts coming for you. I hope that does not happen to anyone, but it seems to be a common occurrence. I don't know how, but very, very common. Nonetheless, we shall stop talking about depressing things, because leave it to me, I'm gonna keep going and going and going, and then dig myself a hole. Yeah, I kind of decided to make this character. A lot of the characters that I've drawn so far have always been like headshots and everything, and I used to make a lot of full body shots, and I feel like if I continuously do headshots or like bust up waist up, I don't know, it just sounds so wonky, but anyway, waist up, that I'm not going to be able to get past this art block that I am having. I only want to kind of start making a lot more illustrations like I used to. Fully colored, fully detailed. Just as best as I can make them. And yeah, I feel like I'm not giving myself a big enough challenge. So we're going to try and start to make a lot more illustrations, even if they're not fully colored. Even if it's like that Persona Samurai Champloo aesthetic, that would be good for me too. I'm not in the right layer. And who knows, might go ahead and start stream off with not even have this sketch done. We can just figure it out together. That's one thing I do know that's maybe a bit more preferable to some. I know that was me back in the day. It's a shame I put all that effort in there just to have to erase a good chunk of it. Anyways, I always had a pet peeve of they would start the recording or whatever off with partial of, this is what connected to the face, partial of like the sketch and everything already done. I'm like, show me the goods. I don't know why my younger self preferred to see people struggle. I just prefer to see like how they first started and to see how they got to whatever creation they made then. Not past there. It's like, look, I made a masterpiece already. I'm like, no, I want to see all the ideas you had previously. Sometimes I would incorporate, let's say if let me see here, which artist could I use? I don't know. Maza, I guess? I don't know if Maza's a girl or a guy, but anyway, pretty much they particularly didn't show a lot of their sketch phase. Last time I checked, they had a lot more of, I had the idea, I made the idea is down. And so we used them more as a guide on how to add detail, because their stuff is so gorgeous, like very, very gorgeous. So a reference, I was actually watching a video recently, and it's like, I don't want to reference too heavily off of the ones I look up to, because it's like this little scandal, I guess, going on right now, to where this person, they have a cute art style. Honestly, I generally love it. I'm not too much of the pastel, but I mean, go for it. I'm more of like that heavy line art weight, because it's just I practiced too long a line art. But yeah, and I feel bad for some artists, because it's like you'll be inspired by someone and they'll just run with it and be like, that seems familiar. I just realized I put this on the wrong layer. Oh well. Whips. It looks good still. So we're gonna go with it. I'm not redoing that over. But yeah. So much. I want to try and incorporate as many different art styles as I could into my own to really give it that unique pop, which I hope I am doing, because I for some reason cannot ever not add earrings to my characters. They're so gorgeous. Alright, but let us not focus on the hairs and everything. Let's figure out, there we go. Let's focus on everything. I should have sketched out the hands and everything a little more clearer. But alas, I have faith in myself. Squiggly, squiggly, squeak, squeak. That I can cut corners. Oh. Yeah. Ow. Another thing I'm interested to note is, so I've been watching a good amount of animes and reading some. I've never been into manhwa, but I've actually decided to go ahead and give it a go. So I've been reading some manhwa. I've read maybe, they're ongoing, maybe about 4 or 5 in the past two days, I think it is now. So I don't know, I might decide to cough, add more to my schedule and make little reviews, because who doesn't like to know if they're about to waste their time on questionable materials? But yeah, I'm planning on trying to share as many of my interests without overwhelming myself. I think I'm going to make sure that I want to make sure each channel has at least one upload per. Should I add a little extra shoulder? Sorry, I'm just talking about a whole lot of nothing. Anyway, maybe I could add a little bit. Wait, maybe I could add a little muscle. Wait a minute. I think I'm seeing. I think I am seeing a possibility. Because it doesn't look bad, and it is supposed to be a guy. So maybe I kind of like it. It's not bad. Okay, we're gonna go with it. So yeah, I want to make sure that I think I'm gonna do, besides gaming, I think I'm going to do one up. Well, I think gaming and art are going to be the most active. Maybe, I don't know, but there will definitely be an update, a little schedule thing. I forgot that YouTube does have that little poll thing, so you're probably seeing a lot more of the schedule updates incorporated with that. Loops around, comes back up to the bottom. Okay, yeah, that looks about right then. So it'll be Instagram, because I need that thing to come back to life. Twitter, or X, as some may call it. And then YouTube as my main platforms. Some people told me to get Facebook. I don't know if I should get Facebook. I never had a Facebook before. I don't know if it's worth it. I did see a few reviews online that says that Facebook and like Snapchat and what is the other one? It's Facebook, Tumblr are practically dead sites, and I'm very confused. But I mean, it's a thought, maybe. Though they said if I have friends, I have no friends. I don't know, but if anything, I think I'm gonna keep it with the big 3 or 4 if I actually decide to make my TikTok something. Yeah. So I doubt anybody would attempt to impersonate me, but boof. I'm only on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Not to be that person. Or, anyways, yeah. Hopefully I can share all my hobbies with y'all, and hopefully I won't bore y'all with my absolute rambling of absolute nothingness with absolute pity and shame. That's a lot of absolutes. Maybe, yes, maybe I can make some art for y'all sometime. Not too sure, but wouldn't mind it. We'll see, we'll see. Till then, I shall struggle to figure out what I am doing and if I should add to the baby records. Alright. Now I'm thinking about it, I should have turned the autoplay off. I should have turned the autoplay off just in case it decides to switch to a different channel. And I end up with copyright. Oh wait, actually that actually didn't look bad. Wait. Not that. I wanted to add a lot more belts and things to him, but I couldn't figure out where, because I made him so, like, I don't know, like jazzy, classic, flurry pants thingy. Honestly speaking, I wasn't really sure if I was making it a he or a she. I was just kind of like, whatever they resemble best, it shall be. But I figured I'd do it with a he, just because I don't draw males that often. And it looks cute. Especially those eyes. For once in a lifetime thing, I actually can draw eyes. Hooray. Should I leave it like this or not? I thought another alarm was about to go off. I made so many alarms that I forgot which alarms go off at what time and how. So don't mind me if I'm just randomly screaming into the mic or you just start hearing an alarm go off. That's why. I have in fact lost track. To be honest, I thought it was going to take me a longer time to get through this. I'm actually getting through this quite quickly. Usually I'll be at 30, 40 minutes in and still be stuck on like the eyes or the hair or something. I think I actually had a concrete idea for this, and this is a miracle. Had a little scritch. Oh yeah, again, I'll definitely make a few more updates. Again, I am working on like a little comic manga thing with a writer, and yeah, it was supposed to be done ages ago, but unfortunately, so many delays. But it's okay. So once it is ready for release, I'll definitely also make that known to the stream, because we've been kind of working on it for how long have we been working on it? Oh, hold on. Yeah, it's been way too long. So once it's time for it to be published, definitely do check it out. I think the writer would definitely be appreciative for any feedback, or I also would appreciate all feedback for any improvements or any incorrections, anything you may notice that's not accurate. But yeah, we've been working on it, and they've been patient, so hopefully after all this time it'll be worth reading. I did make a little bit of fan art for it, if you may call it that. How long ago? I also do not remember. It was, I think, someone between last year. Okay, bye boys. Just cracking on me, just but anyway, I think last year was the last Yeah, okay. Last year could be the last year. Wow, we rhyming around here. Anyway, the last year I really was able to put any time into it. I've been speed blitzing it, trying to get it done. This year, I'm hoping that we will be able to have it published before the year is out. Again, you'll see all the updates and everything. It'll be spread across all 4 platforms that I've already mentioned. And again, all feedback is welcome, because we want to make sure that y'all are entertained. And obviously, if y'all don't like the story, then what are we doing? You know? But that's enough rambling for me. I'm about finished with the line art. So if y'all want to maybe choose a color for them, feel free to pick a color that you think might fit for them. Who knows, maybe I'll choose it. I want to make sure everything fits. I don't want to add too many layers. I'm going to merge all these layers down in a quick second. Because I know that programs can get a little frisky. I think I want to make sure it's saved. That's for one thing. I've seen, I think Danny has these little like black tattoo things. The guy from like TikTok and YouTube Shorts. Is he on TikTok? I don't know. But I seen these little tattoo things on his arms. I think I want to add them to him too. But some good anime I definitely would recommend watching. And this is just me going off on another spiel. I don't know if anyone has heard of K-Project. K-Project is definitely, I would probably say, top 3 animes. It has very, very pretty visuals and not too heavy of the CGI, at least not for my oh so young brain to notice. So I'll definitely say to check that one out. I'm kind of mad that it ended. I love the after stories, especially when who was it? I think it was Anna, who just casually brought an entire horse into the bar. Like, you just wake up and you just see a horse. I feel like it was giving what is it? I think a Family Guy vibes. It's just like, Peter, the horse is here. It's kind of, that's what I was feeling that it was giving. And it's just so funny because you have there's kings, so there's 7 kings obviously that are based off of like elements, and then it's just like the colorless king, and then that immortal king. But basically the red king, because he's supposed to be so hot-headed because he's fire, he's always so chill. So he was just kind of like trying to say, I believe the horse ran off on its own and kind of took Anna with it. So they all had to chase after Anna to try and save her from the horse. It's so wonky when you actually decide to talk about it, like, and you actually talk about it. It's like, actually, story plot, I mean, it's giving, but bruh. I'm not sure if I want to add the extra hand. I don't know. I don't know if I want to add these cuts either. Well. I'm actually about to save this. Hold on. Oh no! Wait. Yeah. I'm gonna save it. Oh no! You can see all the details. Anyway. Okay. There's a part of me that's just mad scared that it's going to crash. So, I just wanted to save it really quickly. Because that's one thing I have to definitely say when it comes to these art art programs, especially the free ones. It could also just be the computer, but I don't know. It crashed on me last time, so I'm not going to take the initiative to try again. But pretty much in a nutshell, these art programs has a tendency to crash a lot. And I don't know why, or if, I'm assuming they put a lot more interest in the paid versions. Question mark? I can't say exactly, but especially with Krita. Krita is very, okay, I love Krita very dearly because you can animate in it. And I've done some animation, which, despite it not looking very good, 4 months is 4 months and I shall take it. I want to know if I have the other phone. I don't know, she's stuck in there. Anyways. But the main issue with Krita is that despite it being such a versatile, you can draw in it, paint in it, animate. It's so good. It has a lot of potential, but it's the most, at least the apps that I've tried out, frequent to crash, and it's so disheartening. Sure, they have a little backup, I think, on it. I think they have a backup, but it why does it have to crash like 7 times? Sometimes it'll crash before you even like you open it and it'll crash and it'll close, and then you open it again and it'll crash again, and then like the 3rd time it'll load up. I'm like, hooray! I can finally do something. And you start doodling and you're like, wow, this is the Mona Lisa. Then it crashes again. Oh, that's my pet peeve with Krita. So, and then I originally used FirePocket. FirePocket was probably the first app that I drew on. I drew on a mouse once upon a time. So, honestly speaking, miss it, but not as efficient. Let's see here. And FirePocket you can also animate in. Though it's a little harder because, I mean, you get your iron skins and everything, but it's not set up to be an animation layout. So you'll have this set up here. You got your layers, you got your little canvas, the sizes and the colors, but you have to export each and every frame one by one separately, and then compile them all together, which, unless you export it as an image, it's going to be all 3 seconds long, and then you have to readjust every single piece as needed, which is just a big hassle, which is why I didn't like FirePocket, and mainly because I prefer like the darker shades for art programs. I'm not much of a fan of the light. But back up to Medibang. Medibang recently, like, you can still use its old the old versions of it, which I don't mind too much, but it doesn't give me updated information about contests or anything like that. Or let's say an artist drew something, I can't see the latest drawings. It kind of sucks. So I want to go ahead and be your average person and try to update it, and they made it into a paid program, which kind of doesn't make sense. And this is just a rant real quickly. So you have Medibang, which is supposed to be a manga creator app thingy. It has all the focus, all that you need for making a manga. My chair, hold on. Okay, anyway, so it has all that you need. It got the speed lines, it got the speech bubbles, reference characters, screen tones, everything that you need for a manga. Absolutely perfect, right? So then why would you make this app that I'm using here? So Jump Paint is literally Medibank, but without having to pay for it, and without the dark version of it. It's not black layout, it's just light, which, I mean, I can get over my eyes hurting a tad bit if it means I can save some money and still use the app that I know how to use already. So, like, what's the point of making it to you have to pay for it? It doesn't make sense to me. I just kind of feel bad because they just kind of nuked a very, very good app that has it's been used for years now, and they just kind of say you later type of thing to it. That's just okay, that's enough of my rant. So afterwards I went to use my tablet, and if anyone knows about Ibis Paint is not for me, but it's a really good app. And my voice is crunchy again. Anyway, Ibis Paint is pretty much, sure, you'll have to watch ads every now and again, unless you use the paid version, which isn't very required, because you can still use a good handful of it. Like, they give you the basics. It's not like you have a limit to how many colors you can use or anything like that. So it's helpful, it's very good, it's very nice, it's very neat, but it's just not for me, mainly because the interface is just very weird. It doesn't feel very cozy, but who knows, maybe I'll go ahead and do an itty bitty review on it too. We shall see. I just kind of want to give in-depth opinions about things that no one actually asked about, but you know, whoop-de-whoop-de, here we are. So yeah, so let me see here. Ibis Paint, Medibank, Fiverr Parker, Critter. Oh, one of my favorite ones though, so y'all probably know about it, TV Paint Pro. Now, I don't know about the later versions, but TV Paint Pro 13 was my go-to app for animating. Gosh, do I wish I still had it. Unfortunately, my computer died, so I don't have the app anymore. But, ooh, that was, you're looking for a really good animation software? There you go. Its layout is easy to understand. It's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. 10 out of 10. There's another one that's Japanese. That I think it's Redas. I don't know if it's still. It's theoried to be used by a lot of the. She's looking alright. Okay, I just gotta catch the trim a little off the edge here. Okay, that's a little better. There we go. It's varied that a lot of the Japanese animators for a lot of well-known animes use the app, and it's just kind of like, ooh, that sounds great. But to be honest, for one, there is 4 programs that you would need to install, each one having its own specific layout and own specific usage. So you can't just do everything in one app. You have to download each one of these in order to oops, wrong one. In order to really make everything come together. So let's say here you got the sketch or the let me see here. It's a storyboard. There we go. I was about to say there's a certain way most say it. You got the storyboard for it. So you got one program just to storyboard everything. Then you got the second to start really adding frames into it. Then you have another one for cleanup and in-betweens, which, to be honest, I am lazy and I in fact do not do cleanups or in-betweens really. Most of the time I try to get all the frames done in one specific time frame, just kind of do everything at once. I'm trying to figure out if I want to add this into it. Maybe. I prefer to just do everything at one time, get it done with, and call it a day. I don't have the patience to go over it and clean it up and make it look all pretty. I can't do it. I truly can't. Maybe when I get better at animating. But I feel like every time I try to fix it up and everything, it just looks worse than before. I can't do it. So I just I'll try to keep it with a clean, sketchy mixture of a mess. It just generally looks better to me that way. And then afterwards I'll try and maybe fit a background in there. I love animating backgrounds where the shadow will contrast over the human. Let's say a train passes by it. I love scenes like that. It just adds a certain type of ambiance to it. It's just mysterious, dark, and I guess emo. But yeah, it's all right. Let me see here. In between, and then the last part of it is pretty much just like a look over sketch or coloring. I think it's coloring for the last program. I didn't get the full program, so I could definitely be wrong. I do know I only have 4 of them. So yeah, there was too many programs to start with. Just for, and I understand why they probably broke it up, is because you're working on, let's say, anime or whatever, and it's long, 30-minute, maybe good, if you're lucky, 24,000 frames. But the fact is that it's going to get jumbled or mixed up, most likely, because of how many frames there are. And obviously, along with that, anime, you need more than one person, so you want to make sure everyone is in their respective places, handling everything right. I don't blame them, just not for me. Another one I still actively use every now and again, though not too good as maybe 2016. Flipperclip. Flipperclip is very good. Unfortunately, they've added, compared to its starting days, there's a lot more paid to use content. you are limited to 3 layers. Let me see here. I think there were some limitations for colors, limitations for iron skins. Unfortunately for me, whilst it does have a lot of contests, yes, it also has a lot of, or too many limitations for me to really want to interact. And sure, I could go ahead and buy a subscription, but I prefer not to continuously buy so many subscriptions because they add up so quickly. You stare off into the sunset like, wow, that's crazy. I just burnt like $100. I know there's a lot of people that decide to lock their card and stuff just so that it doesn't happen, but I'm just kind of like, I'm not that smart. I unfortunately am not. I would remember the moment they take the money. Like, oh no, they don't have to lock the card. Oh, they took the money already. I feel like I'm just kind of dingy, unfortunately. Cough cough, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Yeah, oh, I was also thinking of do like cool little vlogs and stuff. And it's not going to be live, obviously, not live vlogs, not yet at least, because I'm still trying to sort everything out. I don't want to do too much, but yeah, some more thoughts, some ideas, some possible interest. I'll probably try it and then see if the feedback's good. If the feedback's good, then obviously I'll continue going. If not, probably be the only vlog that I do. I want to make it very comfy. I really want to make a lot of my content comfy and just relaxing. Of course, I'm just yapping, I guess you could say. I just yap into thin air. But hopefully I'm not boring y'all. Not too much at least. Yeah, there's one game that I am interested in playing, Hen Station? ? It's supposed to be horror, which I'm fully into it. I love the horror genre, thriller, like Corpse Party. That one was like my all-time fave. So yeah, I wanna try to limit adding any more layers into here. Yeah, I absolutely adored the game. The anime made 0 sense to me, and I thought it was just me, but I did see a few reviews and they're like, bruh, what? Pretty much the anime is based off of the bad route of the game, and they just kind of smushed all the bad routes together into, apparently, I thought the anime was way longer than 4 episodes, but apparently it's just 4 episodes, which is why it felt so rushed. Now, one game, well, anime / manga that I do wish would become a game is Shiki, which I have noticed a good amount of people are finally talking about, and I am just hooray! I've been addicted to not only the OSTs, but just the anime itself. I can always come back to it and rewatch it again. Now, definitely have to say that it starts off so slow. It's very boring as they attempt to figure out what is going on in the town. But as I think, let me see here. I think after episode 12, it's 24 episodes in it. I believe it's episode 12. It starts to really pick up again. Either that or episode 18. I don't truly remember, and I don't like this here. This don't look right. I don't like it. don't know why. I think it's too rounded. Yeah, I think it's too rounded. Yeah, I definitely would recommend for for those who are interested in like horror or thriller or psychological. 10 out of 10 would definitely recommend Shiki. Though it can be gruesome, it is a good vampire anime. And I would probably say for me, I wouldn't say it'll compete with Hellsing, but it's really close up there. It's really good. I don't want to spoil it for those who don't like spoilers though. But pretty much the village is kind of like not cursed, but a vampire girl comes into town and everything just goes up into flames and almost the literal sense of it. Yeah. Let's see here. What other? Okay. K-Project. Shiki. I guess Kekai Sensen's a good one too. I would say I'm more interested in the music. The side movies, not too bad. A bit random. I think if I watched it chronologically, then it may make a little bit more sense. But I didn't. I just watched the entire was it 2 or 3 seasons? I watched all the seasons, I know that for sure. And then just kind of went after the movies afterwards, and not one thing made sense. It's just kind of like, I need to get rid of this. Not gonna lie, character is looking bougie right now. Please don't crash. Okay. Character is looking bougie, is looking like that dude is absolutely gorgeous. Anyways, yeah, I definitely didn't watch it chronologically. Like, let's say you watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Cardfight Vanguard, which I was trying to get into. Oh, that's a funny story I could tell you. So anyhow, so I was interested back in the day of Yu-Gi-Oh! That's when it was very simple, before they added pendulum summoning, what others, summonings. I honestly didn't look too far into the extra things they added. After I seen pendulums, I was just like, bruv, this don't make no sense, but okay. Yeah, you could literally summon, so you have 5, and I'm pretty sure everyone already knows how to play Yu-Gi-Oh, but you got 5 spaces on the board for you to use. And somehow, pendulum summoning, if you got the luck of Yami Yugi himself, to actually manage to fill up all these spaces and then some, practically in your first turn. They broke the game. And I understand there's a lot of these new Yu-Gi-Oh series that kind of come out, and they're just trying to incorporate as much as they can. And I'm not saying not to, but if it's going to break the game, I definitely would say to reconsider. So I kind of retired from trying to play the game per se, but I do love collecting them, and that's what I do. But on to the actual story. So I was, what? I don't remember how old I was, but I was a young warthog, and I was very interested in collecting all these new Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I was like, hey, who knows, maybe I'll be able to make this into a business practice too, because they really wanted us to do like business and be smart and things, and I was just kind of like, okay, so I guess so. But yeah, so my mom wouldn't let me get any Yu-Gi-Oh trading cards randomly. For years, actually, for years, I couldn't get Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Pokemon, out of those, Magic the Gathering, they were all off the table because she thought they were demonic. She thought that it was about to be summoning demons inside of our house if I were to open a box of Blue Eyes White Dragon. So, we were banned for playing any and all Yu-Gi-Oh and pretty much engaging in said content. Anything that could held some type of evil presence that dated back to ancient Egypt, we could not interact with it. Which honestly is like, think back at it, it's mad funny, but I was seriously distraught. I am trying to find this later. No, found it. I was seriously distraught back then because I was like, my hopes, my dreams, all shattered in seconds because this game is supposed to apparently be demonic. It is in fact not. But anyway. So, after a good few years, she finally caved. But I think, like, I wouldn't say the hype of Yu-Gi-Oh has gone down, but a lot of the cards that I wanted to get, the value has left the building. So it's no longer like, you can no longer really get these cards, especially if they're in good condition, or it's practically 1 out of a million. I decided to just cover the hand up and curly hair it shall be. Woo! But yeah, all the cards that I wanted to get back in the day, I now can't because she finally let go of the demonic era. But it's all been redone, and it's just like, I could have pulled a ghost rare by now, you know. One thing I do have to find that's also interesting to note is that Yu-Gi-Oh cards are very expensive. Oh, is it just me? Okay, so I went to Walmart. They implemented a good handful new trading cards to fit the fan base, I guess you could say. So now you got Jujutsu Kaisen trading cards, which are literally just cut scenes printed onto trading cards, but I digress. If you want them, you can have them. You got Black Clover, Dragon Ball. I think you got One Piece, which I'm surprised all these years they're still looking for that One Piece. But anyway, the fact is the matter. Oh no, that's the wrong layer. The fact of the matter is, I think, which one did I grab? I think, no. I got the Black Clover ones, the Black Clover. I forgot which ones I grabbed. But I was very disappointed. I thought it was too flat, but I ignored it. Somebody, or something, or someone, somehow managed to steal all the trading cards out of these packs. So you're spending $30, $40 on empty packs, but they sealed it up so well that you can't tell. I was furious, and then I lost the receipt because of course I did, but I was furious because I waited so excited to open up these new cards to give them a try, you know, see if this is who knows, beats Pokemon or whatever. And they're all empty. And it's not like I just bought one or two. I bought at least 5 of them. I spent $100 and something. And they're all empty. I'm just like, for real. And the worst part is that there are still more of these up on the shelf. How it is to be unlucky. And I'm not feeling this hair. I'll leave it for now. But yeah, that's my trading card Johnny story thing. Now I have binders that I want to fill up. Maybe one of each, whatever I can get my hands on. If it's a new one, I'll definitely collect it. I am the Pokemon master. Gotta catch them all. Actually, that doesn't look half bad. Should I make one Malaya? I'm gonna make one Malaya. Just because I was supposed to add this. But yeah, definitely if you decide to go ahead and buy trading cards, especially from Walmart, just be careful. If you notice that it's thin, avoid it at all costs. You will be scammed. And unfortunately, another thing I just thought about is, I think with trading cards, all purchases are final. So if you get scammed, you just get scammed anyway. So I don't think I could have done anything, even if I had gotten a receipt. I guess I'll just add one. Doesn't look bad. Which one? So yeah, definitely do enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff. My original art style from like, I don't know how long. I wish I had them. Unfortunately, we've lost all my old drawings due to life. I'm really feeling this. This is nice. Ooh, okay. Let me not fangirl over my own art. But let's see here. Gotta close this up. Oh, I just gave him a different. Oh wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. I have an idea. I could possibly add an extra kneecap. Why? Because I say so. And it doesn't look right. I'm trying to add an extra one. Just here. I'm gonna turn this part off here. See if I'm filling it or not. And no, not really. Whee! We're gonna keep it this right here. Got it in the back anyways. We made it more further out. Meh. Okay. Backgrounds. The thing I dread the most. I try to keep the. Still have to get rid of this. Anyway. Oh wait, I could just throw it in here. Boop. Never seen before. Alright, I try to keep the background particularly basic. My idea is that it's going to be underneath a awning. So it's at a bus station, and then there's an awning over top of them, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I wanted to do something a little more detailed, but I suck at backgrounds, so we're gonna kind of go for this and hope it looks decent. I usually code it a lot with colors and stuff. Now, I do know that if I take way too long, I may not have enough time to color. Let's see here. but you're definitely going to see the full results. I do have a DeviantArt that I'm still using somehow, and again, I still got Instagram and stuff, so the full version of it will be on one of those three things. Either that or I'll make a TikTok of it. Somewhere in between those lines. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Let's do... wait. It's usually like this, right? I think. Then there's a trash can. There's usually an ashtray somewhere around here, but I don't remember where they usually put it. For those who may smoke at the bus stations, though, it's literally useless to put an ashtray anywhere. Because no one uses it. Not one soul. Well, of course there's a few, but most just end up avoiding it and toss it on the ground or something, which doesn't make any sense, but I digress. I think I'm going to do it like this. I think I'll lay down a base color in for it, and then call it, I don't know. But yeah, let's see here. Hopefully it's going to look decent. I did use a bigger canvas in attempts to have more space, because if you use a smaller one, it's good, but it becomes pixelated. Not getting tongue-tied over pixels. It gets very pixelated very easily, especially when you decide to adjust something, as I use the lasso tool. It just doesn't work as well. Now, I did see someone use a like a vector layer where the pixels does not get bothered. I thought that was very neat, but again, I'm not too familiar with it. So I just kind of try not to use the lasso as much. Doesn't look too bad. Let's see here. Try to get that angle as close as possible, because I wanted there to be a piece that kind of holds it up. So you're gonna keep like this, and look at what I'm doing. Oop. Copy and paste. Alright, I think I'm going to, I definitely know I'm going to end up blurring the background, so I'm not going to put too much into it. I want it to be a rainy environmental setting. So we are in fact going to go for more or less of that. Let's see here, erase this here, but erase this. Here. not too bad. Not too bad. That sounds like... Oh no. Okay. I panicked for a second. I thought the music was about to go off. I did not exactly pick out the best, sorry, but I tried. I thought it would be a little entertaining. Okay. But nonetheless, we got a little something to go off of. I think I'm trying to figure out if I want to add more shading. I think I'm gonna call it quits. Alright, so I'm going to, I want to make sure everything is kind of in the same theory. That makes sense. Yep. The spot is open, so that's too low. So we can do something more like this. I think that should do it. Okay. I'm going to do like this. Then I'm actually going to turn all of this off. And speed attack 101. We go into here, inverse, and make another one. Let's see. And now I got the colors for the character and for the background. I generally want it to be more of a brown color, so I'm close to this. Try to do like this. The main mistake I always do is, my voice is just cracking all day long. Anyway, the main mistake I always do is I make it always very grayscale-ish, which I'm trying not to do. Let me go backwards. So here apparently there's some spots open. So it's here and here. Clear pane here, and then I'm gonna do silver. It's probably gonna look very questionable. Probably gonna just end up scrapping the entire background. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't look like I'm gonna use that for red. It doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. Not too bad. I'll know the music ends if the advertisements decide to start going off. Hopefully. But yeah, this is. I think I actually got myself a matching costume for once, which is a miracle. I want to focus slightly on the background more, because I know it's going to be the thing that takes me the longest, because I haven't practiced. I want it to be a more saturated, right? Alright, so I'm gonna just see here, handy dandy tool is like that. I guess I could do an overlay maybe. See if it's going to work. And foreground, background, I need to transparent. There we go. That looks about right. So I'm going to multiply my brush. I'm going to try and add a little bit of life. I feel like the sky is probably the easiest thing you could do, only because it really doesn't take too much to make it look passable. And I'm lazy, so let me add. Particularly, usually you would have like the light in between, but after a certain time, should use some more of an orange. Still too bright. Okay. After certain time, obviously the lightness starts to go farther down to the bottom. So, trying to keep it slightly accurate. Now, I don't have a cloud brush, which I usually do have in Medibank. Let's see here. Trying to figure out how I could pull off a decent looking clouds. I didn't think this part through, I guess it did. Definitely didn't. About to have some new looking clouds up in here. Usually you get a little puffy. I usually use marker now that I think about it. Oh wait, maybe I do have marker. I don't, but I do have a cloud, which is also pretty much locked. Do not have a marker. Oh, that's a lot. How about lovely. Oh, going to have to make do with what I have. And hope it looks decent. Try to even it out some. Definitely not cut out to do this, but here I am, trying my best. I think I made it too saturated. Oh no. Let me see if I put it back to normal. Ooh. Hold on. Hold on. Yay! I think I got somewhere. Alright, we got something. And I'll just click this. So it's 53%. Bring it back down to 53%. Okay, that's close enough. Let's see. Not a fan, particularly. Class is looking aight. Definitely looking aight. Is it the best? Absolutely not. But it'll pass. It'll be aight. Ooh, I have an idea. So it doesn't look so empty. I'm about to Bob Ross it. I don't know why there's a bus stop out in the middle of the mountains desert thing, but if you think hard enough, it makes sense. It actually doesn't, but I digress. Alright. Let's airbrush the bottom of it. Just want to give it a click. I'll probably add some grass or something here. I want to make it rainy, so I'll probably put a little rain effect over top of it afterwards. But I definitely do. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more clouds. Let's multiply. I don't need to multiply. Yes. Background definitely is not backgrounding, but I think it's looking decent. Let's see, I did this painting wise once upon a time, so I definitely know I can do it. I forgot what exactly I'm doing. I know that it's more solid, and then it fades. Trying to figure this out. I genuinely don't know. Oh, I should probably start really building a foundation, let's say. For it. Use the airbrush to try and blur it out some because I feel like it's really just taking up the entire thing. I'm trying to get it to merge into each other. That's all I wanted to do. Actually, maybe I did it. Maybe. Okay, and I'm just going to add some more hints of some darker colors. Try to separate each one. Don't want everything to blur into each other. Try to add a little depth. Start here. I think I'm going to do one more just for duplicate. To really add the necessary dark hues in it. I don't want to get too loose with it. Oh, that's going to add. Let's see here. I'm going to do this on a different layer. Oh my gosh, the layers are just adding up. Send help. I wish I had a harsher layer. Not layer, harsher brush. That's not going to work. Maybe. Oh. I want to add some green grass grows all around, but it's the new trees. Don't know about that part. Too big. It's not giving that far away relish look. Maybe this is what I'm looking for. Don't like it. Anyway, ain't gonna be no grass. What is all that? Let's see, what is the next? Oh wait, let me go actually down. And let's actually fix the ground. Save. Don't crash. Okay. So we need more of a dirt field. I want it to feel muddy, but I don't want it to look, it's too saturated. I'm going to change this. I don't know. Edit this. Oh. Oh no, maybe you should. Hold on. Wake up. Hooray! Anyway. Whips. Anna didn't think this through. Were. Anyway. I unfortunately don't have the double screen and everything, so I'm just working all on one. Trying to keep the little music thing working until I can actually get the right one up. Anyway, not feeling the ground at all, but let me see here. Airbrush should be, because that's just too harsh. I just need a little hint that it's there. Then I want to kind of start really giving it like little cracks and everything. Give it a little bit of a life. Make it feel real. I don't know how. Maybe. Let's see here. I'm going to actually make a lighter spot. One way I usually used to do it at least, is that I'll make a lighter spot for it. That way I can kind of give myself an idea on where I'm placing like the shadows and everything. Here. Maybe here. Okay, then here. For some reason, let me see here. Oh, it's not letting me merge it. Let's see here. I'll unclip it. Okay. Well, it just went back to its normal color. That's fun. say one thing that's harsh about this is that the blending is not blending. I usually use a marker or like a pencil tool to work it through, but the tool is slightly different, so it doesn't work as most usually. So I'm trying to make use of it. Yeah. I don't really like it. I want it to be muddy, but I don't. Yeah. I should have some type of, I don't know, something. You could have. Use the water, the wet one. I think this should hopefully merge it in a little better. I might just ditch all the rocks. And I'm gonna keep going back and forth. Try it. Add something to it. I'm not going to try to spend too much. I'm definitely not going to have, as it seems, enough time, sadly, to do character coloring. Oh, you know what I could do? Add the cracks this way. I think I'm gonna add a lot more to it. Maybe some papers, some trashes. Just a lot to kind of give it a little bit more flavor. Let's see here. I'm gonna add, I know I'm gonna add trees here. So maybe I'm gonna take this spot here. Add a little bit of a log. Let's see here. That's alright. Just add a little bit of this to it. And kind of keep going back and forth. actually try to start filling up the environment. This, maybe another piece here. Pen, brush. Not anything I'm looking for. I'm gonna go ahead and use this, I guess, then. I can use the actual pen. Scribbles. Oh, too big. Scribble. Box. Scribble. Scribble. More scribbles. And okay. One more scribble. So, okay. I'm just gonna have to overlay. I guess we'll put yeah. Maybe. Want it to be like it's mud, so should probably. I think I'm gonna color over the line art sometime later. Wait. This might be the color I'm looking for. That's alright. I could have done better, but I don't know. It's been too long for me to have done the backgrounds. I think I did alright. I'm feeling the clouds. After a little shimmy here and there. I'm feeling the clouds. Clouds are good. I want the sun, like the brightness to be coming from here. So top left corners. Now just do a quick little something here. I might actually have some time. Probably not. Probably go to 8:30. Oh, and that's not right. There we go. Oh, I got some pixels I missed apparently. Going out of the lines, which is not good. Trying to get them pixels. Trying to get the pictures. Hopefully planning on adding a few more scenes to this so I can go ahead and pick out a music piece. So I don't bore y'all. Come on. No. Trying to make it a little round. Okay, well the original one doesn't seem to be trying to get any lighter. Don't need to be that dark. I'm just going to do something simple for this part. The main highlights and everything will be at the end where I actually render everything. I'm just really putting everything down. One thing I do have to do is put a little screen, which I'll do. This. Do the same thing I did before. Box. One more, which is going to be, I guess we do another overlay. The main thing I even use. Place it here. I hit divide. Because of course I did. Glass. I'm going to darken just a tad bit more. Alright. Probably change a lot of these colors later. I have to figure out what's the ending of my music. No, that means I have to go scavenging. Don't make me go scavenging for music. Please spare me. Have mercy. Okay. How to forget this part. And the ears over here. Okay, next part would be should I do red hair this time? I'm going to color everything in. Let's color it. take a break, I guess. We'll green in a few. No, I missed parts of the hair. Yeah, we can continue. We can go until it's finished. Go! Be brave! I'm trying to incorporate, like, so the background colors is pretty much a spectrum of blue, red, and brown. Now I don't want to put too much of said colors into the character. I really want it to pop on its own. I think I'm gonna mix the red into the eyes. The blue is going to be the outfit, and the brown is going to be this little bitty bag on the back of them. I did this more as an orange, but I know when I color it, it's going to end up more or less a brown, so better safe than sorry. Okay, and I think I'm going to color any accessories the same color. I'm going to change the skin color though. I'm not too sure if it matches. That's good. What color the inskirts? Yeah, I'll erase it if I don't like it. Ooh. Yeah, I'll do the little beads on it too. Okay, we got orange, and now we just need a blue. Let me see here. A bit saturated. Saturated. And nothing the filter tool can't change. Actually, I'm feeling it. I'm gonna make the shoes darker though. I think I'm gonna change the hair color, surprisingly. I was actually going to kind of keep going. I think I'm gonna go ahead. I don't even know what's playing right now. Oh. Okay, I'm feeling the dark, grimy feel of the background, and then the high saturated pop of the character. Oh, that's one thing I do need to do for the character. I think I'll do that after I'm done coloring him. I'll fill everything down. I know for clip. Oh, it's not that bad. Yeah, I'm thinking if I unclip them, everything would just be spreaded everywhere. Probably will be for other colors. Let me see here. Unclip. Ain't nothing a little cleanup can't handle. Let's see here. Get the bag. Front seat. So just little tidbits off the edge. Fix it up afterwards. So okay, and then this is gonna be the most easiest, most troublesome. It technically was already everywhere, so it's gonna have to clean up one way or the other. I think you are alright so far. Let me see here. I do want to see what happens if I brighten up that saturation, because it's just kind of the orange and the blue and then the red is just clashing with each other now. Let's see. Let's see if I no. Okay. Change the brightness of it. Change the brightness of it. Add a little saturation. I mean, that's alright. Keep it like that. Okay, and then the last thing is the darker color, which I think I'm also going to do for the cap. For T-bottom. Keep it like this, and then dim it down. Okay, yep, that's not bad. Get that pin back out. Shimmy through. So fix this again. Coming back to the skin. Oh, I just realized that hair. There we go. Okay, anyway. First part is skin, which I also green, blue. like a in-between color. Somewhere between there. Looks pretty good. And my utmost favorite thing to do. Let's see here. Coloring the skin, making it look a little beauty, look a little fancy. Okay, first things first. Cannot forget. Oop. Over down at layer some. So watercolor. Add a little something here. Like so. Let's see here. Just make sure. Gonna start off. It's one thing that the airbrush is handy for. Do a little something like that. Because this side isn't getting hit with as much sunlight, if any. So, like so. Slowly start to here. Snowball. Let's see. Is it a good idea? Probably not. But I'm trying to get the muscles out a little bit. Shave them off. And now I'm using the watercolor and harding up these edges. Here. Shade here. So shade here. I'm gonna lie, I kinda like it. This is the point it actually crashes on me. Please don't crash on me. Ah, you know. Okay. It was loaded for too long. Okay. You're definitely feeling it. It's been a hot second since I actually got to color all the skin. So I probably going to enjoy this very much before I move on. Ears covered in shadow. Alright. not bad. Let's add some highlights. A little bit of, let me see here. Let's do a hard light first. See how that does me. Let's see here. Just a hint. Just a hint. Let me see. Let me add more orange, a little bit more red. I don't want it too much. Tire thing gently. Go to the forehead. Ooh, skin is glowing. It's giving cover girl. I love it. Now I'm kind of, I don't know, kind of meh on the back. Ooh, too strong. Too strong. Another day. She's going to change the percentage of this. I hope I can get that. See here. Try and merge it down some. Oh no, did my music stop again? Well, no. I don't know, let me go ahead and put this thing back on. Whee! Thank you. Okay, anyway. Definitely gonna have to add a few more highlights to it. But it's looking alright. My only concern is that it's taking much longer to load. Please stop, you're scaring me. Alright, next is hair, which I will now go back over. To clean up. Make sure I get every single pixel. And nothing is out. Here. Okay. Not bad. dun, 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 dun. I have to make sure to color this other earring because I keep forgetting. Ew, I did the eyes on the same way as the hair. Frightening. Why did I do that? I have absolutely no clue. Alright. I'm planning on thickening the layers, or the outline should I say, would be more accurate after I'm finished everything, so I'm not too worried about the white specks on the outskirts. Alright, so the idea is darken this here. That's too dark. Normal. That could do. Blip, blip, blip. Blip, blip, blip. I guess that could work. Or, oops. Just correction. This. I should activate the multiplier, but there's a part of me that feels like I don't need it. Then I'm looking at the bottom, it's like, yeah, you kinda need it. I'm like, maybe I don't need it. I don't know. Let me see here. It could work, but I could just lower it down just a tad bit. Color this here. And this here. I think this should do me good. Alright. The highlights are going to be all over the place, but I think it'll be alright. Okay, I'm kind of ignoring the top part of the hair for a second. That bottom part. Okay. I think it's giving. I think I like it. Especially just how it just swoop de whoop de whoop. It just, okay. Me again fangirling over my own art. Okay. Okay, let's see what we're doing in 2025. POV is the new trend. This honestly is going way faster than I expected. I thought that this was going to take me like this used to take me 7 hours to complete. And I'm actually doing it in record timing of like, what, I think we're only in 2 hours so far. I am feeling quite special. I guess a good break really was in order. Feeling the hair. It's giving Ranma. Ranma 1.5. Kind of like, I don't know why, but that's just what it reminds me of. Now I'm not too sure what I'm doing with this here. Guess I'll just, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with this. I think I'm just add extra highlights later. But I do want to do one more layer of just absolute darkness. Just to really drive in that shadow. Yeah, I think that's good. I think next week, assuming that I'm not finished with the pages already, I'll probably do a little doodling of the manga. Just give you a little snippet, a little idea of what's in store. I'll do a little bit of the drawing of the manga on next week's stream. I think that would be fun. Yeah, I think that's good. So for the ads, then the highlights, I'm going to do, because orange has never let me down. That's the point of it letting me down. But I digress. Ooh, that looks absolutely luscious. Wait. I think I'm going to lessen up the I'm going to add a little bit here. I don't know if I want to have it over there, so I'm going to remove, I just want slightly. Wow, okay. I'll just I honestly was feeling the last drawing I made her really shiny, so I think I'm going to start making a lot of my arts like maybe a dark shiny. Maybe I'm not too sure, but so far I like it, so I'll see if I grow out of it in the next 2 weeks. Like that. Highlights. Okay, fine. I'll go all the way around and throw kind of on it. Dum dum. I prefer to keep my eye like kind of simple instead of like complicated. I feel like while eyes are really like special and stuff, I just don't have the patience for it. Unless I'm making something special like there's this character that I draw, her name is Mana. I didn't make her, let me see how would I describe it. I didn't make her concept idea, but she's a part of the manga that I do with the writer. and she has like and it's actually quite creative how they had it. So they wanted a flower-like design inside her eyes that kind of showed off a little bit more of her personality. And unless it's kind of like that, I I I wouldn't take the time out to really do much with the eyes. I feel like the eyes are very precious, and I don't think I could captivate that subtle life, if that makes sense. So I prefer to keep it simple with a few highlights and go from there. I thought my alarm was about to go off again. I was about to panic, like, no, yes. So let's see here. Is it best to do this one? I think should I just do white? Let's make this smaller. Yeah, that's more like it. I feel like highlights for the hair is super simple. Really just have to, after you make the shape of it, just gotta add that little highlight to it. Shiny! I managed to captivate it again. There, I feel like the strokes are just a tad bit too big. So I hope with a little small. I really like it with the orange, I'm not gonna lie. I usually do, let me see here, I do blue, usually, or just like red. So, this is probably the first time, or green, now that I think about it, I do green, but I don't particularly ever do orange, and now I kind of wish I did, because it pops so gorgeously. I really hope when I save that this is not going to crash on me. I'm sorry, I'm probably boring you all, like, crash, you keep saying that. I am paranoid. I don't know if you have ever drawn and you actually feel good about yourself while you are drawing. The drawing apps will make you doubt every part of yourself, because it loves to crash when you make the best piece you could ever think of, or you're almost finished. One of the two. You're either almost finished, or you're just like, yeah, I'm really growing, time to show it to everyone else. And then you can't show it because it doesn't exist. Oh, please don't crash. I know I have a bunch of layers. Last time it blue screened on me, now that I think about it, but I digress. I have trust that I would be spared because I'm streaming. Please have mercy on me. Have mercy, I say. Have mercy. Of course it's overlapping. So take my initiative to go ahead and fix up whatever hasn't been colored in. I think I'm going to do the drink cup at the last second. Either that or I'm going to leave it empty. One of the two, because I'm lazy. I always leave one thing uncolored inside of my art. So whenever I post, I'm like, hey, look, I've completed it. I should use this as a treasure hunt to see if anyone can find it. That would be funny. I think I'm actually going to do that, because I feel like having Zenith. I think this here is about good. Oh, I do have to do this. I think I'm just going to shade. Oops. The beads at the bottom, and then add a small highlight afterwards. Let's see here. Okay, last part is over here. I'm seriously feeling the hair. The hair is gorgeous, just Alright, so now I just need I worry that might be a little too dark, but I'm gonna trust. Otherwise, I'm gonna go ahead just in case. I'm gonna just turn it down some. Ooh. Okay. And I know this is going to take me long because it's not. I don't like putting in too much focus on things that's not going to be like the main thing I want everyone to look at. So if I want y'all to look more at the character, sure, I'll put in the little colorings and everything, but I don't know how to describe it. I really attempt to put more effort, so to say, in certain parts so we can really draw the eye there instead of elsewhere. Multiply. I think we're going to find this percentage just a tad bit up. Okay. Okay. This looks good. This looks good. And just in case, add that hefty sort of cell shade to it. Like this. And then I'm just going to add some simple highlights. So, like that's pretty good. Highlights. Add. Going to use the same. Get that. Since the light isn't really shining over there, I'm not going to do too much. Just a little sharpness. Like so. Maybe just a little here. Okay. So far, so good. Got 2 more pieces and then a little bit of rendering afterwards. And we shall be all finished. Hooray! Hooray! Unless it hits 9:30 days. Which I hope it's not. Because I'm so close. I'm so close to finishing this. Why is the time running away from me? Okay. yeah, that's the shoes. I'm not supposed to be coloring that. Whoops. Okay, so multiply. We'll do more. I don't know if I should do more of like a teal or like an ocean. I'll try this one. I sort of like it. Might be a bit on the dark side. Oh no, the Jedi has awakened! Anyway, let's try it this way. I kind of got the idea to do this because, again, Persona being one of my bigger inspirations for colouring, and kind of have like a, I kind of have like a shading style like this. I'm trying to figure out if I like it or not. But yeah, I definitely could add a little more of like that cartoony feel to it. Let's see here. Should I do it like a crowd? Like this. Yeah, I'm practically kind of like, there has to be certain steps, and I just feel like it was too bland in my opinion without the extra gradient to it. So that gradient really stuck to me. I think Persona does a lot more besides the gradient. They do a lot more cell shade. So the cell shading isn't boring when you look at it because it has the gradient to keep it alive, which I thought was pretty clever. So I just casually just notched that into my little catalogue of things to do. And here we are with something quite decent, to be honest. I think for the highlights I'm going to keep with a teal, but until then, just probably finish everything. Try to use this airbrush hard, so I need more of a solid shadow. Keep it like this. Here. Lower down to your color. There we go. I don't know if I want to add shadow to the end cuffs. So I did. Meh. I'm going to add more shadow to like the back here. A little shadow. where the arm is. Okay. Now the highlights, which I'm going to drag more over to the green area in hopes that my idea, in fact, is a good idea. To give it that, like, I don't know, ethereal effect? Shiny? I think it's kinda what I want it to look like. I don't have to coat everything. I just wanted to slightly have that scratchy effect. And then the edges is going to be the brightest. There we go. To the lake. I think I want to tone down this spot here. I feel like it's too heavy. Just a tad bit. Okay. Tone it down just a tad bit more. I think it's alright. I think I'm gonna have, I do want the hair and the eyes to be the main focus, to really glow. So a very saturated something. Alright, so time to get lazy with it. Collect color. Multiply, and then just color it. I don't think I'm really have these shoes like existent. Cough cough. And I have to turn off the gradient. That might be a good idea. Okay. So, yeah, I think this is good. I would just do a simple gray for these stockings. I'm not going to put any detail into them because no one's gonna notice them. At least I highly doubt they will. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do a little airbrush. Airbrush. Alright. Now, one more thing. Go to the line art and do what I do best, which is going around the entire character and darkening. That's not even black. Let me see here. Turn off majority of these. Doop doop doop. Doop doop doop. I don't know why, but it just always looks better when you line up character all the way around. with thicker lines compared if you just leave it as it is. So I'm just going to quickly do this and then add my little transformative colours on it to kind of give it a little bit of life. Good. Got to speed up just a tad bit more. Trying to finish this before it hits 10 o'clock. There. Just casually connect this last spot together and hooray! It's done. Make sure. What's this again? Is this sketch? I think that's sketch. No, wait. Yeah, that's sketch. Okay. Had to make sure. And down the last spot, which is counting everything. Let's see here. On a dark blue overlay. Give it that dark feel that it is night time. But going to go ahead and airbrush. I might tone it down a tad bit because it is mad dark looking. This is kind of why I didn't focus too much on everything. I want to have it to where the actual, no, didn't mean to clip that, light source is around here. I am going to turn this down. I might have to do soft light. Yeah. And then a little bit of add, and then adjust it. See here. Everything's just too dark. I might tone down the blue. I definitely think I'm going to tone down the blue a little bit because it is quite heavy, and I don't want it to overtake the entirety of the picture. Watercolor is too hard. I think I'm going to switch from the orange to the yellow. Dun, 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 dun. Kinda lighten it. I don't know. Should I do overlay instead? What was? Well, let me see here what an overlay would look like. Overlay, soft light, overlay. I like the overlay a little better, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let me see here. Tone this down some. Tone it down just a tad bit. I am going to add a little more darker blue to the outskirts, more on the edges. Yeah, the non-necessary pieces. Nope. Save it, and then I'm going to use the blur to try and kind of have it seep into the scene a little bit, and hopefully blur. Okay, then I'm gonna just tone it down a tad bit again. I think I like it so far. I am going to also, okay, I'm going to go back to here. Let's see here. Oh. Alright. Guess we're going to be in silence for a bit. Music is over. But I'll do. I don't think I'm going to add any. Are they going to be able to tell that I didn't colour in the cap? No! No! Alright. But I am about done, which I am happy for. It looks good, it looks great. It's my G pen. I'm going to add a little bit of highlight to this too. Maybe. Nah. I'll leave it where it's at. Tone this down a little bit. Some correction. Very, very small. lines. Maybe something like that. Always. Like this. Okay. Don't want to overdo it, but I think we're about done. I think what I'll do is just add a little white giant. Had an idea. Idea is not in fact, oh, there we go. Let's see, idea is not in fact working. Cough, cough. But it looks like it is, sort of. And I guess I can add, hold on, so I'm going to switch this to some orange, kind of try and fit this part, the part that I forgot, in to it, get into it, like so it doesn't look out of place. I'm just going to scribble. I don't know. Should it be that heavy? Maybe? I feel like it's too heavy. But I'm going to trust that it'll be alright. Oh. Trim a little off, and then add the extra sharp highlights at the end. Actually, I'm really conflicted, I don't know. Okay. I think we'll call it clicks here. I think I like it. Here, airbrush, so we can fade out. Okay, and I'll just casually save this. And the post, and then tone hue, see here. Do a few experiments. Oh, wait, no. That looks pretty good. See here. Okay. Alright. Okay, so it's this one. Got more of a tint to it. More blue, less blue. I like it. And I think that is it. After all that, and 83 layers, just surprisingly small, I have managed. Which one is supposed to be this one? There we go. I've managed to complete one. Hooray! I completed it in a specific timeline slot before it got too late. Probably because I was too lazy to finish the hands. But I like it. I like it a lot. So, we got ourselves a sunset. A character. I don't know which name I'm going to name them. But, they are done. So I guess we'll go ahead and call it quits then. And, what is tomorrow? What is tomorrow? Tomorrow is supposed to be Persona 5. So, hopefully we're not going to be stuck on a long dialogue. That's one thing I have a pet peeve with. It's not a lot of gameplay in a lot of these. It's a lot of more just talking. So, hopefully I don't get bored and we get a lot of roaming around, a lot of fun, a lot of something. But until then, I shall sign off. Thank you all who decided to join, and hopefully this was a little bit fun. Sorry I had to keep changing my screen for the music, but hopefully I won't end up breaking something again. And we will end up with a working little radio thingy. So until then, hope to see you tomorrow. Thank you all who decided to come. Until next time.